Alright, so here we have another game of Commander with a different commander. Rather than Vial Smasher and Kraum, I'm testing Geleva control. That's Geleva Nephelia's Scourge. I'm most often seen as the plan B in Grixis Storm decks, but here I'm using her just for value, because value's fun. This is for a couple reasons. One, I don't really like Vial Smasher that much. It doesn't feel like I'm playing a control deck so much as like a tempo or burn deck. And it's really just too strong for these casual games that aren't the league play games. So I wanted to try something different, and there's always the possibility that Vial Smasher will be at some point banned because it really is kind of crazy good, often taking over 50% of the 5-0 slots in the daily events. So anyway, Geleva, Nephelia's Scourge. Pretty much didn't change the deck at all except for adding Geleva. And I'm playing against Drana, Calastria, Blood Chief, some sort of vampire thing. I'm not really choosing this game because it's necessarily a good game. I just think it is funny, so I'm just gonna go with that. Okay, so I'm gonna keep this hand. It's a little bit slow, doesn't have very many lands, but I'm playing against Drana, so I'm not too scared. This is not the fastest of decks. Opponent leads with Vampire Cutthroat, reaffirming my belief that I don't have to be scared, and I draw Reflecting Pool, which is about the best land I could have drawn. So my opponent's going to attack in, and I'll respond just by casting Shadow of Doubt, and then I drop a mountain to leave up Electrolyze, and I will of course Electrolyze because why not? It seems like a good time for it. And then I drop Geleva, and there's a couple interesting things here. One is that I drew Gwendolyn DeCourcy. I was testing this as a commander as well as Geleva, since I have that extra deck slot, since, you know, two commanders. So I've been swapping between these two and just leaving the other one in the deck. Gwendolyn is not a card that I would ever have in the deck, but it's been funny as a commander, so whatever. Also, it's a 3/5, and I didn't realize that it's a 3/5, and that's a lot of toughness. Anyway, so Geleva. I land Geleva. And I don't really expect to get much from my opponent because this looks like Vampire Tribal, otherwise there's no reason to play Vampire Cutthroat. So I didn't really expect a lot. And look at what I hit here. I get 7 cards out of 8 total exiled. And they are, for my opponent, Hero's Downfall, Geth's Verdict, and Bile Blight, 3 pretty decent removal spells. And for my own deck, I get Ponder, Countersquall, Repeal, and Cryptic Command. Now, obviously, Countersquall and Repeal are kind of duds, but, I mean, draw spell, removal spell, removal spell, removal spell, and really good draw/bounce spell seems pretty good. So as long as I can keep Geleva on the board, I feel like I'll just win based on just Geleva. And we'll see how that works out. Opponent plays land, plays Vampire Nighthawk, and plays Pulse Tracker. Now, obviously, I can kill one of these with Hero's Downfall, but I'd rather use Geth's Verdict since it's more specific, and I actually managed to draw, or I forget if I actually had this, Consuming Vapor, so I can kill the Pulse Tracker with that, and then Geth's Verdict the Vampire Nighthawk. So I've now just used, essentially, Geleva to kill a creature for free. Opponent plays Mages of the Coffers directly into my Consuming Vapors for some reason. So that'll bounce back, gave me another 4 life. And since my opponent has no cards on board, I'll just go ahead and ponder off the Geleva. And at this point, I'm set up with Counterspell. I still have the Splitter Twin thing in here if you're wondering about the Pestermite. And I don't really see how I can lose. I find Snapcaster off the top with the Ponder. And I'm tapping things in battle phase because I'm not used to Geleva casting things during combat. But anyway, main phase 2. I'm going to drop Gwendolyn because I figure if both of these in the field, there's no possible way my opponent can win. They play Grave Pact, which I don't care about counterspelling, and they concede. So this just happened to be a game where Geleva won the game completely on her own. I don't think that's really indicative of anything because, again, Big Drana isn't really the best of competition. But it was fun, and I might try more of this because it's actually more interesting to me than Vial Smasher Kraum. They're just really too good for a lot of these casual 1v1 games. That's about all I have. Have a good night.